The mouse never heard it coming. Not a single sound. Not a wing beat. Not a rush of air. Just darkness. And then claws closing around it at 600 pounds per square inch before its brain could even register danger. The owl already knew exactly where it was, before it even took off, and here is the part that should genuinely disturb you. That mouse was buried under 2 feet of solid snow. The owl never saw it. It heard it, calculated its exact position in 3-dimensional space, flew across the field in complete acoustic silence, and punched through 2 feet of packed snow and pulled out a living mouse without being off by even an inch. Not close. Exactly right. It never misses. Not once. And scientists still cannot fully explain how. Here is what we do know. That flat, disc-shaped face is not just a face. Every single feather on it is positioned at a precise angle to funnel sound waves directly into ear canals hidden underneath. Dr. Masakazu Konishi at the California Institute of Technology spent years mapping the barn owl's hearing and discovered it can locate a sound source with 1-degree accuracy in both horizontal and vertical directions simultaneously. 1 degree, more precise than most electronic listening equipment built in the 20th century. But it gets stranger. The 2 ears are not level. The left sits slightly higher than the right, on purpose, because sound reaches one ear a fraction of a millisecond before the other, and the brain uses that tiny delay to calculate exact vertical position. The owl hears something moving beneath snow and instantly knows, not approximately, exactly how far below and how far away. You cannot do that. Nobody can. And then it flies. In total silence. Roger Klug at the University of Cambridge studied owl feathers under a microscope and found something no other bird has. The leading edge of every primary wing feather is lined with comb-like serrations thinner than a human hair. They break apart turbulent airflow before it becomes sound. The trailing edge has a velvet fringe that absorbs whatever vibration remains. The result is a bird that makes 0 sound at any speed. The prey cannot hear it, cannot feel the air pressure change, has no warning at all. The owl decided where to strike before it left the branch. Lions succeed on 1 in 5 hunts, cheetahs on 1 in 2. Wolves fail more than they succeed. Failure is built into predation. The prey co-evolves to escape. But the owl hunts outside that arms race entirely. When prey hides, the owl stops looking and starts listening. Every escape mechanism that works against every other predator fails completely against an animal that does not need to see you, does not need to hear itself move, and already calculated your position before you knew it was there. Dr. Eric Forsman of the U.S. Forest Service tracked northern spotted owls for over 20 years and found they are not just reacting. They remember. They return to hunting grounds when prey cycles are active. They adjust for weather, moon phase, seasonal behavior. They plan. Eyes fixed like telescopes in the skull. 100 times more light sensitive than yours. It sees clearly on a moonless night in conditions your brain reads as total blackness. It sees you in the dark. It hears you under snow. It flies without a sound. And it is already moving before you notice anything is wrong. The mouse had no idea it was already found. Standing in a field at night, knowing something above you can see you perfectly, has already located you by sound and is deciding whether you matter. That is the most honest summary of what it means to share a planet with the owl. It was never a fair hunt. It was over before it started.
If your mind was just blown, hit subscribe. If your mind was just blown, hit subscribe.